Hello, everyone. This is author, motivational speaker, and dating coach Matthew C. Horne. And I bring you a follow-up video to my previous video I just posted, The Spirit Hit Me. This follow-up video is titled, The Smooth Operator with Women, Part 2, The Lover Boy, examining Sade's song, Smooth Operator. But before we go any further, always know, my videos in the dating space, they're inspired by my books, How to Get Beautiful Women and Everything Else You Want from Life, in addition to How to Be Appealing to Successful Black Men for Black Women. They're both available at my website, www.matthewchorne.com. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and to continue to push me up the algorithm so I can continue to bring you these messages. Yes, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Once you comment, I will engage with you. But let's get right to it. That spirit hit me. That smooth operator, it's a real man. It's a very specific man. And I think I did a good job in part one of outlining the mindset and the movements of that man and how he's received based on the version of himself that he's bringing to life and to beautiful women. But like I said, that spirit hit me, and it was just like, examine Sade's Smooth Operator, the song. And Sade is very special to me. That was like my childhood crush, this Nigerian and British goddess. You know, she's gorgeous, smooth voice, and she is a smooth operator. But there was some meaning in the song that I was supposed to interpret and bring to you tonight. And I'm not going to act like it's going to be exact. It's just my interpretation and how it's applicable to the concept of the smooth operator and the lover boy. So I'm going to examine the video that Sade made regarding the smooth operator and the lyrics. I have my laptop right here beside me, and so I'm going to be looking down periodically throughout this video and examining the lyrics. But with the smooth operator, the overall premise of this video is that he's so solidified within himself and he's so appealing to women. Wherever he steps, wherever his feet lands, he is him. He's going to have the same result with women. That's the whole premise and point of me making this video. When you're a smooth operator, you're so solidified within yourself and you're such a departure from the normal man who's not quite sure of who he is that women encounter. You don't walk through establishments and places and through life. You glide through life. You glide because you're hovering above the norm. You're hovering above what women are used to, and you're solidified within yourself, and you have an identity. Just reference part one of the video that I made. You're gliding. You're not walking, you're gliding. And the man that Sade featured in her video, he was a very astute and successful businessman. He was on both sides of the law. When he walked into the establishment in the video, he walked into a nightclub and Sade's band was playing. He walked in and the host greeted him and kissed him. He's so recognizable. No hugs, no weird handshakes. She kissed him. Boom. He comes through the doors. He sees Sade. He's fixated on her. Gives her a glance to let her know that he notices her. And then he sits down and conducts business. And when he's conducting business, they're going back and forth, calculators out. They're getting the numbers right. And very quickly, he makes the deal. And then she just continues to chronicle this smooth operator's journey, this main character in the video. And he's going from place to place. And he's doing business that's on the upside and on the downside. He's a very, dangerous and smooth businessman, but I'm focusing on the identity tonight. So let's get into some of the lyrics of the smooth operator, Sade, the British and Nigerian goddess, the smooth operator herself, her gorgeous self. Diamond life, lover boy. He moves in space with minimum waste and maximum joy. That's the smooth operator right there. The smooth operator is so solidified in his identity and so fixated in with the understanding of the version of himself that he's mastered, that he's bringing to life, that he moves in space. There's no waste. There's no waste whatsoever, and it gives maximum joy because he's going through life, he's gliding through life with an enjoyment because he's not wasting anything. And if you don't have an identity, you're always scrambling, you're always all over the place, and you're parceled out, you're not complete because there's waste in your life, because you're not solid. When you're solid, every movement is calculated towards the outcome that you desire. And you're solid because you're getting the outcomes on a consistent basis that you desire with women. That's the smooth operator right there. She said he moves with minimum waste and maximum joy. He's gliding through life, meaning that no matter where he goes, he's going to have the same outcomes. And that's when you've mastered yourself and you're the lover boy. Not just a desirable man, not just a sexually attractive man, not just a smooth operator. When you're fully solidified within yourself, you're a lover boy. Every woman wants you. Not literally, but there's enough women everywhere you go that don't need to know much about you. They recognize the aura that surrounds you. That's when you're the lover boy. Let's go to some more lyrics. No place for beginners or sensitive hearts. When sentiment is left to chance, no place to be ending, somewhere to start. She's talking about the lover boy, meaning that he's so captivating that women are so intrigued by him, and he opens up a different part of the women. They're vulnerable, they're anticipatory, they're desiring of this man. So he's essentially a desirable and dangerous space because his aura removes all control that they normally have over men. Meaning that she doesn't know she's going to get the outcome that she wants from this man, but she's so intrigued, she has to put herself in the space of this man. No place for beginners or sensitive hearts, meaning that you're used to dealing with these lower level guys who don't have an identity. But dealing with the lover boy is not a place for a sensitive heart. He may or may not give you the outcome that you're looking for. But you're so intrigued as a woman when you encounter the lover boy that you're willing to explore and deal with whatever the outcomes are. That's the lover boy right there. That's the lover boy. And that's what I want to focus on. When you're that lover boy, women want you. Women gravitate towards you. Women are intrigued. Women want a piece of you. They're intrigued. They're not playing with you, not playing games, none of that stupid stuff that they normally do with men and things like that. They're intrigued. That's the lover boy right there. And that's what I'm trying to get you to the point of. Let's go. I'm on my laptop tonight, man. We're just doing an examination. Something different. No place to be ending, but somewhere to start. You can't predict the ending that you're going to have with this man. It's just a start, meaning that all of your inhibitions, all of your games, all of the things that women normally do with this man, all of those things are removed because he's so complete and he's so desirable. No place to be ending, but just somewhere to start. You're so intrigued. You're satisfied with wherever you land, even if your heart is broken. That's the lover boy right there. And she says, no need to ask. He's the smooth operator. No need to ask. He's the smooth operator. When a smooth operator encounters women, a woman, a group of women, they automatically know he's the smooth operator. That's why I talked about in the previous video how I approached the circle of women. I saw an open space and I didn't step into it. I stepped to it, outside of it slightly. Because I knew that based on the version of myself I was bringing to these women in that example in the previous video, those group of women who were amongst themselves who were visiting, I knew that the probability based on me being the smooth operator The man who is complete and who has an identity within myself, and who's used to getting the experiences that I want with women based on the version of myself that I'm bringing to them. I knew that there was going to be receptivity. No need to ask. When you know that you have an impact on women, that your aura goes before you, there's no need for nervousness. There's no need to ask if the women are going to see you as a smooth operator. The smooth operator is the man that they anticipate that is a departure from the normal men they deal with. That's the smooth operator right there. And so Sade said it accordingly. There's no need to ask. So you step to every woman with your presence, your calmness, stoic, because there's no need to misinterpret who you are because you've mastered yourself. You've accepted yourself. There's no need to ask. Women know who they're in the presence of. And before you step to them, you know that they're going to interpret the man that they're in the presence of. And there's going to be receptivity. So let's keep going through these lyrics. It's something different tonight. We're going to keep going through them. She says, coast to coast, LA to Chicago, Western Mail. Across the north and south to Key Largo, love for sale. He's a lover boy. He's a lover boy. Essentially, what Sade said with those lyrics is that no matter where this man places his feet, he's gliding through life. He's gliding. No matter where he goes, it's love for sale, meaning that there are going to be women intrigued by his presence wherever he goes. Coast to coast, LA to Chicago, Western Mail, across the north and south to Key Largo, love for sale. This man is the same wherever he goes because he's fully inhaled himself and he understands the magnitude of the lover boy that he is. Meaning that whatever continent, whatever country, wherever his feet tread, wherever he glides, there's going to be receptive women. That's why she says it's no room for interpretation. And that's the man that you have to become when you fully inhale yourself. All of the work that you've done on yourself, all of the progress that you've made, everything that life is showing that you've become. When you inhale that, you become the lover boy. You become the unmistakable presence that women anticipate. That's the lover boy. She says, face to face, each classic case. We shadow box and double cross, yet need to chase. Women are on his heels. He's having interactions with them, but the roles are reversed. Usually men are chasing the women, but this man is such a departure from the normal man that women encounter. They feel the need to chase. She's breaking it down in the lyrics. She's showing you what the lover boy is. She's showing you what the smooth operator is. That's why that's the title of the song, The Smooth Operator. She's showing you. She's breaking it down. A license to love, insurance to hold. Melts all of your memory and change into gold. His eyes are like angels, but his heart is cold. So my interpretation of this is that he melts all of the memories and changes them to gold. He melts the memories of the previous men that she's interacted with and changes them into gold, meaning he's such a departure. He's such a presence. He's such an aura. He's such a magnitude of a man that all of her previous interactions that she thought were favorable with men, all of the elevated men that women thought that they encountered, those experiences become memories and change into gold, meaning that the women acknowledge that you are gold. All of her memories melt into gold. Women acknowledge that everything that she encountered before you is irrelevant. It's simply irrelevant. I'm gonna pause it right here for a second, man. I told you that spirit hit me tonight, man. I want to say some real stuff to y'all. I'm gonna focus briefly on my last girlfriend, 16 years younger than me, and there were some men who felt the way about that. Some men who were younger than me, and if I could compare what she looked like to anyone that is in the mainstream right now, I would say Snow Allegra. Just imagine a woman that looks like Snow Allegra that's 12 years younger than her. In the prime of her life, no children, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I saw some men making slick comments that were younger than me because this girl was so much younger than me and this woman chose me. She asked me to be in a relationship, told me we were in a relationship weeks after we met. And some of the men, that thought they were players and thought that they had advantages and things like that, they were dealing with women their age that had baggage and all that stuff. And in walks this girl who's young and flawless and gorgeous physically and who chose me from the very beginning, who offered herself to me minutes after we met. And these men felt the way about that. But when you're the lover boy, you're always going to have the most elevated experiences with the youngest and most gorgeous women. That's what's happening in the video with Sade. And I wanted to just bring that parallel. And people are going to feel a way about that. But you're gliding. So it's almost to be expected. You're above the norm. A lot of men think that their experiences with women who are supposedly bad and look a certain way, they think that that's the precipice. Like it doesn't get any better than that. But in walks the lover boy who's mastered himself. In walks the lover boy. And the lover boy is going to have the most elevated, smoothest, calmest, and most enjoyable experiences. And people are going to feel a way about that, especially men, if they feel like they have an advantage over you. But they don't understand the frequency that you're operating at. And so all of you, I would say maybe early mid 30s, early 40s guys and things like that. If you've mastered yourself and you've become the lover boy, you've become sex, you've become the sexually desirable man, the lover boy, the man who just exudes the energy to the women that they want to offer themselves to him. If you become that man, then automatically the most youngest and beautiful women are going to offer themselves to you. You always be in the presence of the freshest offering of beauty that life has to offer to you. And people will feel a sort of way, but no one's willing to do the work. Many men aren't willing to do the work to become the lover boy. Lover boy is total acceptance of yourself, inhaling every advancement that you've made based on the work that you've done on yourself. No holes in your game from your appearance to your internal presence. He's complete, he's whole, he's concrete. That's the lover boy right there. And the lover boy is going to be rewarded in a way that many people are going to be outside looking in onlookers because they don't have that experience. That's the man that was gliding through the Sade video. And that's the man that I'm telling you that you can become, that can glide through life and attract everything with no misinterpretation and turn it to gold. Make her previous experiences with men pale in comparison to the expectation that she has with you. She knows you're so desirable, her pedestal is suspended. Guys are chasing her. Guys are trying to convince her. Guys are selling themselves to her, but in walks you, the lover boy. The lover boy suspends her reality and gives her nothing but anticipation with her willing to bypass the fear that she has in the back of her mind concerning you. She's fearful because you're so goddamn desirable. And she's never experienced anything like that before. That's the lover boy. That's the lover boy. That's what I'm talking about tonight. And a lot of men are going to feel a great way about you when you become the lover boy, because every day is on site. Every night is on site. It's every night and on site, like I said in the first part of the video, the part one of the video. Every night and on site. they're going to see women offer themselves to you, and it's going to rub them the wrong way because they're running backdoor manipulative plays because they're incomplete. They think women are above them, but the lover boy has fully inhaled themselves, and the lover boy is a gift to women, coast to coast, LA to Chicago, Western male. Think about that. She's saying this man is he's that guy wherever he goes. Coast to coast. That's a representation of wherever your feet tread. You're hovering. You're not walking on the same ground as everyone else. You're floating. That's when you're the lover boy. You're gliding. And then the men around you aren't going to understand that. And that's perfectly fine because they haven't done the work and they don't see themselves the way that you see yourself. You're in a completely suspended reality. So there's going to be opposition. There's going to be digs and jabs taken at you, but you're so far above that because you're fixated in the reality of your experiences, which are opposite to the men that surround you. Conflict is natural because they don't like what they're seeing because they told themselves that it doesn't exist. They have to eat shit. They have to go on dates. They have to run backdoor plays and manipulate women out of pussy. And you show up and the woman is just like, here I am, I'm yours. Without the fear of whether I can capture you or not. Think about that. That's the lover boy right there. I just want to focus on that lyric once again because she just repeats the chorus after this lyric. She says, melts all your memories and change into gold. His eyes are like angels, but his heart is cold. Meaning that her beauty means nothing to him. The experience that you give to him is everything. That's why his heart is cold. That's why I made that video, Sexy Attractive Men Must Be Cold in Dating. Because you're not captivated by women's beauty, and a lot of women would not like you for that. The main thing they have gone through life with and leverage to get certain outcomes from men means nothing to you. That's when you're the lover boy. She's interchangeable. She's nothing. She only becomes something when she gives you an experience that aligns with how you see yourself. That's how she stands out. That's how she stands out. These other men are worshiping her. Oh, they think they got bad chicks and all this other stuff. And they see you with a woman who is levels, head and shoulder above the women that they brag about, that they had to work for, that they had to eat shit, that they had to run backdoor plays, and in walks a woman 10 times more beautiful than them that offers themselves to you. That's when you're the lover boy. That's when you're gliding through life. And it's possible to become this man. That's why something inside me says, just examine Sade's smooth operator. This is part 2. This is a whole nother level when you become that smooth operator. Reality is suspended. Everywhere you go, coast to coast, you're taking yourself and you're getting the same elevated outcomes because you've acknowledged the work, you've inhaled the magnitude of the man that you've become, and the rewards and offerings that life has given you, and you're fully fixated in your identity. You understand that who you are as you glide through life is a reflection of the offerings that are coming your way that are extremely beautiful and elevated. You deserve those. And they're elevated above the outcomes that surround you concerning most men. They don't know what to do with you. All they can do is ridicule you and try to bring you down instead of making an observation as to how you became the lover boy. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to examine Sade's smooth operator. That's it. I think that there was a lot of game in those lyrics. And my interpretation of that is something I wanted to bring you with part 2, right after I made my previous video. I just wanted to bring you this interpretation and just let you know that there's a whole nother existence, man. You can become the lover boy. Master yourself to the point that wherever your feet tread, wherever you glide through, you can get the same elevated outcomes. Life will reward you according to the man that you've become and the man that you've accepted that you are. Become the lover boy. Become that lover boy, man. Part 2 was needed. It hit me. I had to give it up. But that lover boy is there. She said, no need to ask. He's a smooth operator. And that's when it goes into the chorus. When you're the lover boy, it's no need to ask. There's no interpretation. It's evident to every woman as soon as you walk up in the spot, regardless of what that spot is. Women know the lover boy when they see him. Women are willing to suspend their fears surrounding whether they can pair themselves with this man because he is the ideal and optimal man that they want. He's the lover boy. The lover boy takes all of her previous experiences and turns and diminishes them, makes her forget, and turns her experiences into gold. Even if she doesn't get the outcome that she wants with you, the fact that she experienced you means that her experiences will gold. This has been Matthew C. Horne, author, motivational speaker, and dating coach. Bring you a video tonight, just a follow-up from our previous one I did, part 1, where I was just talking about becoming that man that is a complete departure from the man that the women normally encounters and how to evolve into the lover boy. That's what the focus of this was tonight. The smooth operator, but just took it a little deeper in part 2. I'm talking about that lover boy, man. That lover boy. It's brought to you by my books. How to Get Beautiful Women and Everything Else You Want from Life. In addition to How to Be Appealing to Successful Black Men for Black Women. They're both available on my website, www.matthewchorne.com. Get your copies. You read these books, you're going to become that lover boy, I promise. www.matthewchorne.com. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and to continue to push me up the algorithm so I can continue to bring you these elevated messages. Keep me in front of these men. You're not the only one who needs me. Continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and as you comment, I will interact with you. If you know that this video has elevated your thought processes, don't forget to drop something in my donation information, my Cash App or my PayPal that's in the video description. Continue to donate. Nobody's breaking it down like this. Nobody's spitting this game like this. You know it. Continue to donate. Help me to grow as I continue to help you to elevate and grow. And if you know that you could benefit from coaching from someone like me, Matthew C. Horne, author, motivational speaker, and dating coach, email me at matt@matthewchorne.com. Leave your name, your phone number, and whatever issue that you're facing in the dating space. I will read it, get back to you in a timely manner, make an assessment, and email you back with the terms of the coaching, and we can begin the coaching immediately. I'll take you to wherever you want to go in this dating and relationship space. I've enjoyed spending some time with you tonight. Smooth operator to the lover boy. It's a choice. It's an experience. You can walk through life or you can glide through life. You can glide through life where everything is magnetically attracted to you. Elevated experiences. Women offering themselves to you in full recognition and in anticipation of you. Eradicating the memories of the previous men that she dealt with that she thought were elevated experiences, but you're at the precipice. That's why her memories are eradicated and everything turns to gold, just like Sade said. You are the gold. You're the gold standard. Become that man. Become that man. It's possible. And you'll see there's a whole nother side of the aisle. There's another side of the coin when women view you as the lover boy. I'll see you soon.